Hey everyone, Lethal Smith here, and this is going to be a little video on a person that I don't know anymore, but I used to know him, and he has a little bit of a reputation of being a bit of a creepy guy. I'm not quite sure if he still is because I haven't really heard or seen of him for a few years now, but I'm actually going to go through a few things of this. This is going to be about a guy who goes after the name of Edwolf. He's basically a fursuiter from a place I forget, and I'm just gonna talk about it for a little bit because this is something that I was meant to do again um, a few weeks ago, but I've been putting it off because I had more projects to do. So yeah, I'm actually going to talk about it now. A little bit of a my thoughts about him. First of all, personally, I've only met him once, and he didn't seem that bad, even though his suit was a bit. He wears a fat suit, even though he's a skinny guy, and that kind of puts me off a little bit about him, to be honest with you. And his actual mask, the fursuit head that he wears, well, yeah, as you can see from the pictures I'm putting up at the minute. Which this is just a voiceover. I'm going to edit everything in after I'm done. Yeah, his head used to look a lot nicer back in the day, but unfortunately he done something that a fursuiter should never do, and he ended up taking it to the dry cleaners and letting them clean it, which is a bit of a stupid idea, wasn't it? Unfortunately, I forgot to save the picture of a side-by-side view of his head when he got it from new to now, but as you can see, this is now you're seeing it, and you can see how really worn and tatty and abused it looks. So I'm actually going to read a thing that I found on Tumblr. I've actually had it saved for a few years now, since someone passed the link on to me to actually read. There is two. I found this other one today, which the link goes on to the other thing. So I'm actually going to read these two pages out for you. Now this one is on Furry Scumbags. It is a old blog post. Unfortunately, I can't really see the year on it though, so I'm not quite sure how old it is. But I'm just going to read it. It says he's an attention desperate and then ableism reacted by mod, which okay. Um, Guy who has zero respect for personal space, or even a blatant get the fuck away from me. Which yeah, I can understand that. I mean, when he approached me when I was at a meet in London, oh, must have been a bit over 3 years ago. This was. He did actually get into my face a few times, even if he wasn't even being rude. He was just saying a friendly hello, but he was standing a tad little bit close to me, you know. Have a nice list of creepy dating videos featuring his fuck awful nightmare fursuit. And they put a link on the in the thing to an actual YouTube thingy, which yeah, it just goes to a list of his videos and stuff. I'm gonna pop all the relevant links in the description below. Let me just check if it's still recording. Yeah, it's good. Now, he apparently ruined a few meets in his area by turning the creepier dial away the fuck up in suit. He even managed to get a bowling alley to ban wearing fursuits at their meets because he inappropriately touched the kid. Full story, yeah, I'm going to be reading that full story after I read this one. By now he's banned from a lot. Yeah, they should have really put he's been banned, not he's banned. A little bit of a grammar issue there, even though I'm not quite sure who actually wrote this one. By now he's banned from a lot of meets in this area, and London Furs are working on banning him as well. I think they did that a few years ago, I can't really remember. And everyone who has been near him said he smells like death, and have a real life pic of him, which unfortunately the mods have deleted. So yeah, because I can't see it. There are other scoops on him, but those are the main courses. Enjoy. Let me just click on it. Can I? No, I can't even click on it. Okay. I can click on that one. No, it takes you to the same area. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm going to put that link in the description, and we are going to read another Tumblr blog from Tess Bonky blog. It's a word, a name. I can't understand it, to be honest with you. It's basically titled OMG Furry Drama. OMG, OMG. Typical furry words which don't make a lot of sense. No, really, if you are not a furry, you can just ignore this one. See, and then it says, yes, I am a furry. No, don't feel that you need to unfollow me because of that. I'm not a dickhead like the majority it seems to be. Yeah, that's something that I agree of. Not all people in the furry fandom are basically cunts. Most of them are actually nice people. Most of them don't actually diddle animals and children. They actually get on quite fine with them, and they do a lot of good for charity. So yeah, you can be friends with them. They're actually nice people. Well, most of them anyway. And it says, anyway, on with the drama. Now I'm actually gonna do that because I can't see it because it's on my. It's really small text on my TV screen. So this dumbass by the name of Edwolf scared a kid at the last Basingstoke fur meet. I think they're still going. I'm not quite sure. Again, this is an old post. Apparently he put his arm around the kid and touched him somewhere inappropriate, which led to the parents making a complaint to the management. Management came to the meet organiser, which I think I know of the meet organiser, unless it's changed. Like I said, this is like a few years ago, and some meet organisers changed around a bit. Asking for the fursuiting to stop, and so the organiser turned to the guy in question and relaying the message. It stopped. Apology given in front of the management. This meet today was resettled in, booked for the bowling. Was it set? Yeah, the Basingstoke meets normally was bowling meets. I'm not quite sure if they are anymore. They might have extended it. Resettled and booked for the bowling, and we got told that we weren't allowed to wear fursuits in the building because of the new policy. After discussion, it slipped out it was due to an incident last time. Edwolf, the creepy fucker with the badly made fursuit. Right, this is something that I need to bring up. Most places, such as bowling alleys, cinemas, and other like shopping malls and stuff, if you want to wear a costume, cosplay, fursuit, whatever, you really need to email them, because yeah, even this had nothing to do with like security reasons or anything. It had to do against a really creepy guy, which technically is a security problem. Really, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, you need to ask and email before you do such a thing. Because I remember I was at a Suffolk meet in Bury St Edmunds years ago when it was still going, and we actually hired out the Apex, which is it's like a theatre, but it's got a restaurant. It's got a bit of everything really, and they loved us there, and it was really nice. But we ended up asking them before we can do that. So yeah. Then it reads, the kind of guy that gives autistic people a bad name. Yeah, there is a thing that he has autism. I'm not quite sure if it's true or not, but due to his speech patterns by watching his weird YouTube videos, and yeah, I do believe he has. special schools supposedly eaten of special schools, so special school education being it is nobody taught him not how to not be a prick, and being the eating of special schools, it probably came with a huge chip on the shoulder and posh accent. Yeah, that's the thing, because he does speak with a really weird posh accent. I don't know why. His voice doesn't really match his personality. Now, as I'm from Reading, which I've been to Reading, it's quite a nice place. Not Reading, Reading. It begins with an R. R-E-A-D-I-N-G. That naturally puts me at a biased, also because some arsehole giving autistic people a bad rep by being a creepy fuck, latching onto girls and not shutting up, desperate many hints to the contrary. Showing up to meets after having not bathed. Yeah, you need a bath or shower. Bath mostly, because bath's always good. You can get into all the nooks and crannies. And causing a funk, scaring children, badly made fursuit that nobody criticised due to, oh, that person with autism has a hobby, how cute, and be nice about it. You know, the whole autism speaks angle. Okay, the next section. So because of this dickhead, we were banned from fursuiting. The people with fursuits, the properly made ones that wasn't scary to kids mostly, were pissed. As in pissed off, not drunk. Because, yeah, that's a British term we used for angry. And drunk, obviously. There were discussions among ourselves, and then with management. Then we cancelled bowling and left the Bowlerplex venue in masses. 22 people previously bowling off the list. Plus food and drinks in the arcade for the day. Plus there was a few people that weren't bowling, including me. Shoulder too fucked to swing heavy weights around like that. We decamped to the pub eatery at the same leisure park, regrouped and discussed things over a drink. We got the same usual stick from people outside due to the weird fashion choices. To be honest with you, if you live in Reading, then you know what people's going to be like. Due to the weird fashion choices, but mostly was directed at the alternative fashion contingent. Long hair, black clothes, leather trench coats, including me, naturally. Friendly exchange of banter, etc. We ordered drinks and sat outside in the sun. First week's exchange drama started on Twitter and on the forums as we took advantage of the Wi-Fi there. After a few drinks, after a while, drinks ran low and people started getting cold. So we organised, this is going on to other things, but I'm just going to read the entire page anyway. So we organised, we separated out into the carloads and headed off to the Basingstoke town centre. I was carrying 3 furries around after some shuffling of seating. No legroom in the back seats of a Fiesta, especially behind a 6'2" driver. Fiestas are a little bit shit. You need to buy a great big Nissan tank or a Land Cruiser. They're quite good as well. And the issuing of the usual rules of no complaining about music, the car, my driving, or my language. We met up again and headed to the White Hart pub with the intention of heading for the Chinese buffet later. We hung out and ended up mostly ordering food there. Food served on really hot rocks, seriously, served mostly cooked. So you could finish it off yourselves off the rock plate. Food that comes with health and safety warnings. Yeah. I had gammon, steak and eggs, fried top and chips. Yeah, recipes. We hung out some more, talked and discussed the future of the meats. So far, we are starting negotiations with Bowleyplex and making alternative plans. White Hart has a function room that we can rent out. The meet organiser already has a relationship with the pub through the Anime Society, because we really didn't know pubs have that sort of thing. Probably a bit Beaboo as well. Rent through the Anime Society. Oh yeah, the society was renting it out previously. Oh, okay. And we could maybe do a fursuit walk through the town centre, depending on the bureaucracy, red tape, etc. Yeah, another thing you need to really ask about before you do it. Town centres are a bit iffy about that sort of thing. In conclusion, Edwolf is a cunt, and I feel like he should be lynched, which, I don't know about that. Maybe he should be taught sense. Bowleyplex is no sign. Parents are cunts. Kids are trouble. The White Hart is awesome. Fairy drama. People in Basingstoke have no patience on the roads. Yeah, Basingstoke's a bit dodgy, to be honest with you. It's a bit like Luton, but it's a lot cleaner than Luton. Tailgating me blindly is a bad area. TLDR. Fursuits bans from Basingstoke Bowleyplex because of Edwolf. Future in limbo. White Hart is awesome. Kids. Okay, yeah. You may return to your relationship. Okay, this back in. Oh, posted 6 years ago. Damn. That was a long time ago. And let me just look through the actual the comments on this. People like this. Yeah, it's nothing much. I thought people had an interesting story to tell. Wow, I've been recording for almost 20 minutes. Damn. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now. Actually, I do know what he's doing now because I forgot. I think he's still in the magician game. Like he's a magician doing magic tricks and stuff for kids. Yeah, to be honest with you, I would not let him near a kid, really, if he touched a kid at that bowling alley. And I did actually hear a story which, while he was in London, he ended up being a bit, not really aggressive, but being more forceful towards a kid, like trying to get in his face and stuff. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not, but he was actually told off by another meat staff for that. So that's something I've heard on the grapevine, so I don't really think that's true or not. Yeah, like I said, he's doing YouTube videos and stuff, even though he's putting in the comments, please no negative comments. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that was it, really, about this weird fursuiter called Edwolf. He does need help, really, due to that sort of thing. I do not think he's a paedophile or anything. His body language needs a bit of improvement, that's all. But yeah, as long as he keeps out of trouble, that's fine by me. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to put everything together in the right spaces, and I will see you next time.